Good morning. I haven't done a video for a while. This is actually on the new rules of the highway code. So just going through the interweb as I normally do, having a quick look, see what's going on in the world today. And an article come up in the Independent about new rule changes in the highway code. So I had a quick read of them. And it's a funny one, to be honest with you. It's absolutely... It's making drivers more responsible on the road for pedestrians and cyclists. That's what it all boils down to. So one of the things is, if there's no cycle lane, so if we're where we are now, there's no cycle lane, so the cyclist has to ride in the middle of the road. It's not a very wide road what I'm on now. I'd say about 8 foot maybe, and it says we've got to give them a 1.5 a 1.5 meter distance gap when we're taking over them. So what does that mean? Maybe we can switch the engine off, eh? Yeah, so we've got to give them a 1.5 meter gap when we're taking over them. Now, considering that they're in the middle of the lane, right in the middle of the lane, so we've got to go, what's that, 5 foot round them. So we're basically going to end up in the other lane, which is putting us in a very dangerous situation if we're trying to get past them. Now, bear in mind, what does a cyclist go? 10 miles an hour. What's the minimum speed for a car? Normally 30 miles an hour. And it's putting more responsibility on us as drivers. At the end of the day, this is a road. That is a road. A road was made for cars. It wasn't made for people walking across, cyclists, anything like that. So it's a bit of a joke, really. Something else what they've introduced as well is, put that in some centre. One of the other things they've introduced is drivers have got to be more responsible for people walking, pedestrians. So why wait for the green man anymore to show and walk? Fuck that, it's fine. Cars have got to stop, so just walk in front. Doesn't matter if the red man's on and there's all cars. Walk. We've got to stop. It doesn't matter what speed we're doing. We've got to think a million steps ahead now. How stupid's that? It's putting no responsibility at all on pedestrians or cyclists. It's going to make people resent cyclists even more. It is a joke. Am I happy with the changes? No, not at all. Especially when you're driving around places like town, like Liverpool city centre, where it's just full of like delivery cyclists with food and all that. There's hundreds of them. And everything goes well because the cycling on the left of the road, in that left bit there, so it's easy for us to take them over without causing any problems whatsoever. We're not slowing the traffic down, but it still kills me that we have got to take responsibility for pedestrians. Total bollocks. It's an absolute joke. It's going to cause so much disruption in major cities like Liverpool, Manchester, so on and so forth, where there is quite a lot of cyclists and there is a few cars, quite a lot of cars. But it just, over this pedestrian stuff, it just makes me laugh. So they might as well rip out all light systems and anywhere. We've got no need for light systems anymore. Yeah, that's it. Right, rant over. If you like what I do, please subscribe. And give us that thumbs up. You all have a good day. See you soon.